Welcome back to Iron Completionist, the series where I am aiming to fill the collection log and do all of the completable, non-repeatable content in RuneScape. In the last episode, we took on Nex for the very first time, and unfortunately were not rewarded with any drops despite seeing a lot of them. However, after taking a break and going on a little bit of an AFK journey, I managed to score myself the Rift Guardian pet. In this one, I want to take on a few grinds that I haven't yet done in the series, but could score myself some major items if I get lucky. Hope you guys enjoy, and let's get right into it. Before we get any further in the video, I want to thank today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. If you like building strong teams full of cool champions equipped with the most badass gear while taking on bosses in dungeons, then listen up. Raid asked me for my top 3 favorite champions, so let's get right into it and see if you guys can spot the theme. First of all, there's the Sky Touched Shaman sporting a very nice pair of weapons, which is definitely why we're looking there. Next is Madame Ceres, and it's mainly because she comes equipped with 2 massively useful abilities. And of course, finally, there is Allure. The name speaks for itself. This Demon Spawn champion has the takes the cake for sure at number 1. Speaking of champions, don't forget to try out my favorite activity, which is summoning new ones. I love doing it because it's just like opening packs in other games. You never know what you're going to get, and it's always super exciting seeing the icons pop up. And this month there are also a ton of special events going on, including a summer solstice event called the Path of Light, which offers you to explore 3 branching paths and choose what you want the most, which include awesome new champions and skins. There's also a Deliana Chase event where you can get your hands on the brand new champion simply by logging in for 7 days between now and July 20th, and new players can enter promo code MyDeliana to get 50 XP brews to max your new champion instantly. So if you want to get started, make sure you click the link down below or scan the QR code to get a free champion Aina, 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and 1 ancient shard to summon your own awesome champion. All of these rewards can be found in your inbox for the next 30 days. I want to try and explore a piece of content that I've never really touched before. Well, not much anyway. Despite having all of these relics in my inventory, my rev log is empty. Unfortunately, none of them are actually in here, which really sucks because this is the 16 mil relic and this is the 8 mil relic, both of which are incredibly rare. It's always been a huge goal of mine to get a rev weapon on an iron account. Now this is difficult not just because of the rarity of these items, but also because of the fact that the rev caves are very frequently camped by clans, and in the high total level worlds, a lot of these clans will just rag you unless you pay them basically a bribe in order for them to stop attacking you. In this video, I want to try to at least fill in some of these rev collection log slots. Now, I don't know how many of them I'll fill. Ultimately, I'd love to get a weapon, but I don't know how realistic that is. And if it becomes too PK'd or too crowded, I'll find something else to do in the downtime. First things first, though. I want to get these relics and totems out of my bank, since, I mean, honestly, they're not in the log. I might as well get rid of them. And, it's going to be a lot of money. But in order to turn these in, to those of you who don't know, you have to turn them into the Emblem Trader, and you have to do it on the Bounty Hunter world. So I'm going to have to roam around the wilderness in the Rev Cave looking for this guy. This is the gear that I'm taking. It seems fine and pretty tanky, so let's go see if we can find him. Alright, this could be the dumbest thing I've ever done. Let's go give it a shot. To those of you who might be wondering, Dabe, why is there suddenly a PK skull above your head? That's a great question. Well, apparently you get auto-skulled on the Bounty Hunter worlds now. I didn't know this because these worlds have been dead for so long and I knew nothing about it. So yeah, that's right. I am now risking my Tan's Serp Helm, my Staff of the Dead, and my Arma Chain Skirt, as well as my Ellie if I get smited. I didn't realize this for far too long, as you can tell by this clip. Oh my god, I'm not wearing a rev brace. I'm gonna get attacked by everything. Oh, this is gonna be rough, man. I'm already getting attacked. Fun fact. Apparently you just get auto-skulled in this world now. So if I step into the wilderness, I get skulled. I'm really glad that I didn't get killed by that guy because, yeah, I would have lost a lot of really hard to get stuff. So, yeah, probably good thing I noticed that. I just want to turn these in, get out, all I'm trying to do, and there's a guy there. Okay, cool. So he's just camping it. Turn these in. Yes, please. Oh god, this thing's attacking me, so it's just not gonna let me turn him in there. 26.5 mil. Now I just have to get out. Oh, he is right there, but that's okay. We still got out. Wow, that was a lot scarier than I thought it'd be. Now, I'm thinking this is probably the setup I'm going to take when I'm killing revs. Now, a lot of you guys might be thinking, why would you take this over taking a blowpipe? Well, it's because when you're killing revs, when you're going for the super rare items, it's actually a lot better to have a skull. And a lot of you guys probably know that, but on a main, sculling isn't too big of a deal. Sure, you might lose your Amulet of Avarice, but on this account it's a bit different. I obviously don't want to lose things like the Amulet of Avarice if I get it, and I certainly don't want to lose a blowpipe. So taking melee seems to be the best option. The only thing that I would be risking here is a Dragon Defender. The Salve Amulet, I don't have to use NMZ points to imbue. Since it's meleeing, I don't need it to have the imbued version, just the Salve E, which is super easy to get. I have well over 100 in the bank. The Dragon Defender is, I guess, the difficult thing to get back. However, I think the play is, honestly, I'm just gonna go AFK some Cyclops for a while and get like 4 or 5 of these things, since I'm probably gonna be using them a lot for future wieldy content anyway, so doing this makes the most sense. Trover Parchment doesn't really work out and isn't really worth the GP or LMS point investment, so I'll just do it this way. And in case any of you guys are wondering why I'm using this setup over something like a Sardoman Sword or a Blessed Sardoman Sword, for example, it's actually because this is so much better that it's just worth it for me to use. I have a bunch of extra whips in the bank still, and this setup seems pretty decent. If I ever get an Amulet of Avarice, I might switch to a ranged setup because it's not a crazy DPS loss, but I figure I might as well do the better one while I have the extra whips anyway. And of course I'm going to be starting in Edgeville by getting a skull, because it dramatically increases your chances of getting an item. Now I don't know how crowded this is about to be because it's the weekend, so this could be my worst idea ever, but let's go ahead and try it out. Even though the 2.2k worlds are usually camped, I'm going to try to see if I can maybe get some kills on the Rev Demons, because I feel like not too many people use this spot, so I might be able to get away with it. And I forgot my looting bag. Nice. Already getting our first decent drop. The Dragon Plate Skirt. Of course, this isn't in the collection log, but I am going to make a ton of money doing this. And these Blighted Ancient Ice Sacks are going to be really, really convenient because I do eventually plan on doing Wildy Slayer, which I don't want to waste and or, you know, die with a bunch of runes on me. So if I can stock up a bunch of these from doing this grind first, it just makes the most sense. Now, this is probably one of the best examples of why I'd like an Amulet of Avarice, because all this would be noted. But even if I get one, I'm not sure if I would actually use it, just because I would then be either risking the Avarice or risking my Tent Whip. So that's a bit much. It would probably just sit in the bank. I'd have to sacrifice way too much DPS for the Avarice to be my +1, so I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, so I just lost my skull, and I was able to kill about 40 demons during that. I'll probably be able to get a little bit more because I did have to rebank to grab my looting bag. So that's not too bad at all. Honestly, it's pretty decent, but I feel like I could do better if I could move up to a better spot. It's just, I think I'll get PK'd so much more doing that it's probably more time efficient to just go somewhere where I'm less likely to get attacked. Completely forgot to show the looting bag, and 800k is pretty nuts, and this is going to make a huge, huge dent towards the idea of unlocking all of the bank slots for completionist purposes. Whoa! Alright. That was fast. There's my first drop, the Ancient Totem. I should probably bank, but I kind of want to just finish the trip, to be honest. And with the relatively new Revenant Maledictus, like the mini-boss, demi-boss, whatever you want to call it, Revenant Superior, I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. It does have a 100% chance of dropping either the 500k or 1 mil totem, but at least as of right now, unless it's been changed, I don't know if it has been. There's no point in an Iron Man attacking it, because if anyone else hits it, you don't get the loot, so that already makes it not worth it. But on top of that, it has so much health and takes so long to kill that I just don't think that I would bother with it either way. If it spawns or I am, I think I'm just gonna hop away from it. Especially considering the totem that I just got is one of the 2 guaranteed totems. Even if no one else was on the Revenant Maledictus, I just got the 1 mil totem, so once I get the 500k one, there's gonna be no reason to even try to kill it aside from just getting the GP, but having no one else on that thing would be an absolute miracle. Well, at least I can say that I'm not walking away from this empty-handed, because that's a full looting bag and the 1 mil totem, so pretty cool. Well, I'm nearing the end of my 3rd trip, and I gotta say, I think being on the Rev Demon is the right choice. It does have slightly rarer chances to get the Rev weapons and things like that, but if I'm avoiding PKers, it's definitely going to be worth it, because if I get attacked and get teleblocked, that's at least 2.5 minutes that I have to wait out, maybe 5 if it's a full TB, and then another 2 or 3 minutes to bank and get back, which is half of a Rev trip. So it's probably going to be more efficient in the, like, macro of things to be killing these. Oh, what? Another ancient totem? Are you serious? Dude, what the hell? These things are really, really rare. I'll put the drop rate on the screen right now. I think they're like 1 in several thousand, and that's the second one I've had already. Okay. I mean, obviously I'd prefer something new, but money is money, dude. Well, the first tent whip is just about to go. I haven't been here too long, though. I've used about 2,000 attacks so far, and that has netted me 223 kills, so I don't really mind blowing through all these whips because I'm gonna get more doing Slayer anyway, so it's not a big deal. And honestly, I use the rapier pretty much everywhere else. The only reason I'm not using the rapier here is because I'm scared of getting smited and losing it, so... Hey, that's the first time I ran into a PK here. I think I got out. Yeah, okay, geez, that was just really freaking laggy. Well, somehow managed to get another Maledictus kill if I can get this last hit. Okay, I'm getting attacked right now, too. That's okay. I got the teleport out right after I finished killing it. Perfect timing. Well, that guy's name should be pretty big proof that those worlds are very, very much camped still, but we still managed to get ourselves the Ancient Emblem, which is the 500k one. You might think I'm not excited about that, but it's new, so it's a new item in the collection log. This drop is just insane. 2 dragon plate skirts in 1 kill. I mean, that's just 300k in alks. I'm gonna have a lot of money by the time I'm done here, man, and the more I realize that, just... I'm very happy. It's a very interesting grind for me. Yeah, I got gap, maybe? Yep, there we go. Nice. So when it gets a little bit too crowded out there like it is right now, I think I'm just gonna find myself doing random other activities. And for now, I kind of want to start poking at some chambers. I don't know if this is going to be something that I regularly do, but I guess if you see this clip, I'll probably have done at least a few kills there. Well, head phase was kind of trash, but it's not too bad for my first solo in a minute. 25:57, pretty okay PB to start with, I guess. Died on the Ulm head phase because I tried to get a little greedy, so 24:07, still new PB, but kind of a waste of a raid because I lost a lot of points. Hey, there we go. There is our first additional Dragon Defender. This is just going to be my background AFK task of choice, I think. I was making cannonballs before, but like I said, in case I die, I'm going to need a bunch of these. And there's another Dragon Defender. This is another reason why I have the Tent Whip. It is so useful for getting away. Oh my god, please include that in the video. That was so good. Please include that in the video. So... I just realized I have not emptied my bracelet in a minute, and I've never been PK'd here since I started, so I have over 5,000 charges in it. Probably should bank some of those. Since revs aren't exactly AFK-able because I have to pay attention the whole time, and neither are raids for obvious reasons, I've been looking for something to AFK for collection log slots on the side. And I think something I want to start doing passively is continuing to work towards the Wyvern Visage. Now in the past, I've killed about 7,000 Fossil Island Wyverns, and the rate is 1 in 12,000 from the small ones, so it'd just be a really cool item to have. It's not really going to be game-changing or anything, but I figure this might be a decent thing that's fairly AFK-able because they don't hit too hard. Oh, hey. There's a Granite Longsword. God, I didn't have that one in the log yet. I've actually killed about 1,000 of these so far. This is incredibly AFK. I only have to look at my screen like every... I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes, so pretty nice. Oh. Alright, that's my 3rd Ancient Totem drop. Or 4th? 3rd? I don't know, I've had a lot of these things. It's weird, I keep consistently getting the 1 mil one. I mean, I guess I'm not complaining, it's an extra mil. Just really hoping to fill in some of the other collection log slots from here. Oh, there's a mega rare roll. 3 magic seeds. I'm pretty sure that's kind of a lowball roll, but I think that's like one of the not super rare, but totem level rare things, I guess. Well, hopefully no one comes and crashes this one, but if I can just solidify like one more hit here. Okay, one more good hit here, please. Or someone does show up, thank you. There we go, that's the Revenant Maledictus killed again. Surprisingly, I don't know, no one's been showing up a lot of the time when this thing spawns, and if that's the case, I'm obviously going to continue just killing it if I can, because that's another 1 mil. So I am a little bit past 1,000 Revenant demon kills, and I've been sticking here for the most part. I've done a couple kills in the orcs and maybe a few other things here and there, but it seems like a pretty good place to be. I don't have to worry about PKers too much here. They still show up occasionally, but definitely not as bad as the other places. And we're a little bit over 20 million GP according to my RuneLite loot tracker. So I think what I want to do is just stay here until the loot tracker says somewhere around 100 mil, so probably another couple thousand kills, and then I'll maybe take a break or maybe keep going. I just don't want to overcommit to this grind because rev weapons are insanely rare, and the money is still really nice, but I don't want to just stay here until I get bored, since as of right now, this is a grind I'm still enjoying, and I'd like to keep it that way. And there's our next big rare drop. Unfortunately, just kind of another meh drop. 5 U seeds, can't really do much with it. It's not, again, as rare as anything crazy, but still would have been better to be something else. Well, as you can see, this is kind of the downside of using the 2200 worlds. In the other worlds, you might get attacked more often, but it's usually by people in pretty crap gear, whereas on this world, if you get discovered, it's by people in borderline max or sometimes literal max sets. So it's a bit harder to escape, but it is still possible. Chambers KC 990, 920, 921, 922, 923, and 924. Well, I wanted to take a quick little break from raiding, and the wilderness is just way too back to the PKers right now, so I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch of stamina potions. I still have tons of amylase and just a couple of marks of grace from when I was maxing, so I'm not really too worried about running out of them anytime soon. But I'm down to like 400 actual staminas, so I figure I might as well take the super energies that I already have in the bank and just convert them. KC 927. Ooh, that was a really good one. Extremely good PB on that. We are up to 2111. Pretty close to the PB I had on my hardcore, which is the account I did most of my solo raids on back in the day. So I feel like I can definitely squeeze down to a sub 20 at some point, but it's going to be pretty difficult to do without a T-bow, I think. Alright, this is just rude. It has like 3 health. 7 health. Alright. Well, there we go. There's another ancient emblem. I will happily take it. Another 1 mil or 500k, I guess, to the bank. I actually got another kill. People seem to be somewhat respectful on the 2.2k worlds. And either that or there's just, like, not a lot of other people in here. Because if they see someone attacking it, they usually just leave them alone. Unless, of course, they're a PKer. But that's another 500k. Whatever spawns on me or around me, which it seems to an awful lot. Probably because I'm one of the only ones in here. Might as well take advantage of the extra GP. Oh, there's another hit on the rare drop table. U seeds. 3 U seeds, I think, is like actually the worst thing you can get. Man, we were getting all those 1 mil totems at first, and now it's just a couple of seeds. Hopefully we can, you know, again, fill in some new slots soon is the real goal here. 929, 930, 931. Well, I am kicking this rev to death because my tentacle degraded yet again. So that is the second one we've gone through. I guess the first full one, technically. I hope I have enough whips to even get to my goal of making 100 mil here, because I'm not actually sure. Oh, there we go. Ancient totem again. Been a minute since we've had one. Of course, it's it's the 1 mil one again. So I've had it, I think, 4 times from the demon and like 2 or 3 times from Maledictus as well. But you know what? Still a mil. And there's another ancient totem. All right. I mean, again, it's another 1 mil, but it's just comical at this point, man. It's so weird. Well, between the about 3,000 rev kills I've done so far, the 20 or so raids, and the other AFK tasks as well, I've been working on this video for probably about 60 or 70 hours, and we're not even close to done yet. So if you guys are enjoying it and you made it this far, make sure you leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. All that stuff really, really does help me. And if you want to support beyond that, then you can feel free to become a channel member or check out my Patreon page. Now let's jump right back into the video. Yo, there we go. There is a new drop in the log, the Ancient Medallion. I actually will bank for that one because that one's a bit more expensive. 4 million GP totem right there. Very nice. Okay, so happy. We finally got something new. I shouldn't say finally because the drops here are pretty freaking rare, so chances are I'm not actually that dry on not seeing something. But nice. That is really cool. Okay, admittedly, I'm now giving a cursory glance towards the actual drop rates of the 4, 8, and 16 mil totems, and it turns out they're all the same, so I guess it kind of sucks to get the 4 mil one when the 16 mil one is the same drop rate. But, I mean, I would have needed the collection log slot anyway, so it's not a big deal. Oh. Alright, there's another roll on the rare items table again. 5 magic seeds that time. A little bit better than the other ones we've had, but, you know, still magic seeds. I have like 700 of them. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's the 500k Ancient Emblem in the same trip. And you might be thinking, why is the 500k Ancient Emblem bad? Well, when I'm Skulled, that is astronomically rare compared to everything else. In fact, I think that's just as rare, if not potentially more rare than the 16 mil one. Oof, yeah, I just double checked. First of all, this is an insane trip. The fact that I got magic seeds and the Ancient Emblem in the same trip, that is crazy. It's also crazy that I'm choosing not to bank, despite being attacked by PKers earlier, but whatever. Yeah, the drop rate for the Ancient Emblem actually goes up. Like, it becomes more rare when you are Skulled. And it is 1 in 5,368, which is the same drop chance as hitting the unique items table, like the weapons and avarice table, and coincidentally the same chance as getting the 4, 8, or 16 mil totem. Ouch. Well, my whip is just about expired, so I'm going to go ahead and dissolve it again and make another tent whip. I'm pretty sure the goal I've set myself for making about 100 mil is probably going to go through all of my whips. So, I don't know. That's kind of nuts, but I'll be able to get them back. I'll probably just keep revisiting this goal every time I have a few more whips stacked up. Oh, someone finally killed me. There goes the first defender down the drain. But, I mean, honestly, I got through 3,000 plus kills without getting PK'd, so I'm kind of okay with it. It's not that big of a deal. A lot of PKers out, so back to rating. 932 KC for Cat and Tiny Diamonds. 933. Got killed again on the 2200 worlds by a guy in absolute max with only 10 seconds left on the TB, but I made it below 20 wild, so I got to keep my defender this time. So I just rewatched the full clip of my second death, and it's honestly entirely preventable if I just camp Pray Mage the whole time I'm here. I might have to take like one more prayer potion, but these things do drop them often enough where it shouldn't be a problem. This way, if I get TB'd, since they usually TB me before I can even react, it's only going to be a 2-minute 30-second one instead of a 5-minute one, which is substantially easier to tank. What? Okay, so I just killed this imp on my way in, and got some dragon plate legs. That's really rare. 934, 936, 937, 938, 939. There's no way! I actually just made that guy teleport. Wow, that is a very bad sign for you, brother. Holy. Well, there's the expiration of tent whip number 4, I believe. We are approaching the end of the grind, though. I think I need, like, another 1,200 or so kills. Hey, there's the first, somewhat rare drop we've had in a while. Of course, it's more magic seeds, so, you know, eh. At this point, I'm actually really surprised. There's quite a few drops that we're genuinely past the rate for that we haven't seen yet for the log, so hopefully we get them at some point. Oh, there we go. That is definitely worth teleporting out over. The Ancient Relic, that is the 16 mil relic, the most expensive one. And it's not the first time we've had it because, you know, we had it in the bank before, but it's the first time we had it on the log, and that is a fantastic slot to fill in on the collection log. Well, that relic is freaking amazing. 16 mil. I'll have to cash it in at some point. Not really sure when I want to do that. Probably when I'm done killing revs. That does put me over the 100 mil mark, so I could stop here if I wanted to, but I'm at 4,400 rev demon kills right now, so I figure I might as well spend another 7 or 8 hours here and get up to 5,000 KC, just because it's a better number to end off on. Whoa! There we go, the same day, the 8 mil totem as well. Wow, that luck turned around real quick. So now the only totem we're missing is the 2 mil one. That's pretty phenomenal. I'll definitely take that for some collection log slots. Wow. That is a drop of 2 U seeds. That's just pitiful. I mean, it's the same, you know, chances as the other drops like magic seeds and whatnot, but 2 U seeds, that's pitiful, man. Oh. Alright. There's another pretty bad roll on the mega rare table. That is 2 magic seeds. Alright, I guess we take it. Oh, there we go. Another ancient medallion. That's another 4 million GP to the bank. I'm definitely going to bank after I pick up these rune warhammers. Alright. pretty good. At this point, we're not missing too much in the log in terms of the totems. I think we're only missing the 2 mil one, so anything other than that is basically just bread and butter. I'm perfectly fine with that. So I'm pretty amazed we haven't had an ancient crystal yet, because those are like 1 in 1600 or something, and I've killed over 8,000 revs in total without one, so would kind of like one of those and maybe at least a roll on the weapon table. Oh! Wow. Okay. That's awesome. I was just talking about how I was really dry on these ancient crystals, and ironically, this is actually the last trip before I'm done. After this trip, I will be at 5,000 KC, so that's really cool. Not counting the other content in this video, that is 80 hours of Revenants done for 5,000 Revenant Demon KC. Now, this definitely ended up being a bit slower than I expected, because there were still a lot of PKers by the end. Once people figured out where I was killing them on the 2200 worlds, I had to hop and just use some random worlds, which made things quite a bit slower. But let's go ahead and check the bank and see what we got. I mean, we did get a little screwed over on certain drops like the Ancient Crystal. I would have been super happy to come out of here with 4 of those, though that would have been somewhat lucky that I could build the POH Obelisk, because that's just really convenient for clue scrolls. But I got a lot of money in totems here that I'm going to probably try and turn in a minute. And as for the actual collection log, we're doing pretty well, to be honest. I mean, we're still missing everything from the weapon table, including the Avarice, which kind of sucks, and somehow the 2 mil totem, which is also a little bit weird. I got a lot of Rev Ether and did stop picking up the cave teleports after a while. The Ether isn't going to show up on the loot thing because I was having it auto-absorb into my bracelets, but I got out with 32,000 plus whatever I have in the bracelet I'm wearing right now, which is probably like another 1,000 or so. So yeah, I'm probably just going to hold on to that, because, I mean, I have no use for it right now. Same with the 560 bracelets of Ethereum. I mean, yeah, it's like 25 mil in Alks, but I'm probably going to need that Ether for future Wildy content and Wildy boss pet hunting and stuff once I do get Wildy weapons. For now, though, I think what I want to do is turn in these totems and then maybe head back to raid. You know, is it a bad idea to go into the wilderness with a guaranteed risk of like 40-something million GP? Yes, absolutely, but I'm going to go try and turn these in anyway. And if you guys want to see the rest of the loot, here it is on screen now. As you can see, it is a lot of alkables and things that need to be processed into alkables, like all the battle staves and the runite ore. Now, I didn't pick up all of the things that weren't noted, like the battle staves, runite ore, a lot of the food, the addy bars, and the black dehides, but I still did get a really good amount of stuff from doing this, so definitely gonna come back here eventually anyway to get the weapons, but also this is just going to pretty much fully end up covering the 800 whatever mil I need for bank slots and other completionist things. Alright, so Emblem Trader is right over here. I found him on my main. Just use all of these on him. Give me all my coins, please. Beautiful 41 million GP in cash just from the emblems. That is disgustingly fantastic. Alright, well, now that we're taking a little bit of a break from revs, I'm going to go back to doing some Chambers of Xeric solos. Now, I've already done like 30 of these or something this week, so this video has already sucked a lot of time, but in my opinion, it would feel really weird to not get an item from here, so I don't really care what the item is, but I'm going to go until I either get one or have just done an unreasonably large amount of raids. Alright, there's 940 KC. I died on a rope skip attempt on this one. I was going to try and get a sub 20, so if I hadn't died, I might have been able to actually get that. 941, still pretty dry. Well, we got an elite at least. There's another granite longsword. Cool, I guess. Alright, well, at least I'm consistent. 943 KC. 944. Hopefully we get an item by 950 at this point, man. This is pretty rough. 945. There we go. Finally got myself the Chambers of Xeric Solo Speed Chaser. I'm surprised it's only a Master Combat task, to be honest, but that is my first ever sub 20. I'm super proud of that because I don't have a T-bow. Doing that without a T-bow, in my opinion, pretty impressive. 947, 948, raid 949. So just for fun on this layout, I want to try doing a 1+1 raid by using my main to get through the basic rooms and then solo Olm as if it was a duo. So it's a slightly scaled raid and I'm going to have to prep for this, but I figured I'd give it a shot. It's something I haven't really done in a long time and it could be fun. I'll admit, I'm a little disappointed I didn't get something there. 46,700, you know, basically 47,000 points. Not too bad in 36 minutes. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, the reward is nice, a bunch of dragon arrows and mahogany planks, but I think 950 KC is a pretty good place to call it for this week on raids. I'll definitely be coming back here a lot. I just don't want to burn myself out since there are so many items that I need from here, especially considering, you know, this account doesn't have a twisted bow, so that reason alone means I'm going to be here a lot. So for now, let's just go finish out the video by hunting some random log slots. So we're going to be looking through the miscellaneous section and going to just start tagging some stuff out of here. The first two things I want to get are the fresh crab shell and fresh crab claw. It's actually pretty simple. In the underwater area that you get access to after doing the Pirate Pete part of RFD, you can kill these crabs here. I'm pretty sure the bigger ones have a better chance of dropping it, and it's a pretty common drop, so this should not take too long. So yeah, I guess I'll be back when I get it. And there's the first one already, the fresh crab shell, and another one immediately back to back with it. And there's, okay, it happened again. There's a fresh crab claw and the second one immediately back to back. So that's 2 slots. It takes like just a few seconds. The cool thing about both of these is you can actually craft them into these wieldable items that are pretty interesting looking. Unfortunately, these items aren't storable in the POH, but the crab claw can be combined with something later. So I guess I'll hold on to that one. And continuing in the vein of random items, the next thing I want to go for is the Mud Skipper hat. This is dropped by Mogers over here at, I don't even know what this place is called, Mud Skipper Point, I think. And it's only like 1 in 25, so this shouldn't be too long. I'm sure by now a lot of you guys are probably wondering why I'm doing these fast grinds so late into the series. And honestly, it's just because if I'm motivated to do the grinds that I know I'm going to have to spend like hundreds, if not thousands of hours on, I definitely want to put that motivation to good use. I don't care how fast I fill the collection log, as long as it gets filled. Hey, there we go. There is the Mud Skipper hat. That actually took a while. Like 60 kills to get it, and it's like 1 in 25, so... Alright, I mean, I'll still take it. It wasn't too long time-wise, just pretty far over the drop rate. I also want to point out that some of you guys have probably realized at this point that sometimes my log slots are a little bit different than how they ended in previous episodes. It's because I like to keep these episodes somewhat thematic, so if I feel like working on something else, I don't want it to ruin the theme of the episode. So sometimes these log slots are not going to necessarily be done in order, if that makes sense. Well, I figured a fun way to wrap up this video would be to go for 2 more items in the Slayer log, and I want to go for iron and steel boots because it'll finish up my boot collection. So I'm going to go ahead and start with iron, which I can get from these cockatrices. I believe the drop rate is 1 in 128, but they also have a chance of dropping a couple other collection log slots as well as medium clues, so these things aren't too bad. I wouldn't be super mad if I went dry on the iron boots. What? Just got a cockatrice head. And I didn't get a collection log slot, which I'm assuming means that, yeah, I already have apparently 6 of these. Why do I have so many cockatrice heads? Well, that is unfortunate because I'm pretty sure this is really rare. Oh, well, okay. Just a few kills later and we already snag ourselves the iron boots. Again, I was kind of hoping to go a little dry here because I would have liked to potentially get the light mystic boots from these, but I guess we can always come back. And last but not least, Pyrofiends for the steel boots. These also are dropped at a rate of 1 in 128, so it shouldn't take too long. But unfortunately, these things only drop steel boots, so there's nothing else I can get here. There we go. Wow, that took a while. There are the steel boots. That took like 450 kills. That's pretty rough on a 1 in 128 drop rate, but alright, finally, we got them. I know I didn't get the most collection log slots in this episode, but I'm really happy with all the stuff we did get. I mean, we finally started touching on revs and honestly knocked out quite a bit of that log. Everything except a roll on the weapon table and the 2 mil statue. So that's really cool. I'm excited to go back there at some point once I'm a little less burnt on it, and maybe we can pick up a weapon then and start pushing some wieldy content. And then, I don't know, maybe next episode I'll work on doing just some Slayer bosses and stuff, because there's a lot of stuff from Slayer bosses I haven't really touched yet, so we'll see. Either way, I hope you guys are still enjoying this series. If you are, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It really does help. And if you want to hang out in my CC, you can join it. It's just Dabe, like this. And you can also check out the other links in the description if you want to support the channel. Peace out and have a fantastic rest of your day.